Hello, my name is Kevin Anderson with the Avaya Serviceability Engineering team. This video is about configuring the hotline service on the AS5300 with the provisioning client. In today's demo, I'll show how to create a hotline system profile, apply the system profile to a domain, assign the service to a user, specify a SIP destination call party, and remove the items we configure. We'll be starting this demo with the provisioning client open. You can find detailed instructions in the Avaya Aura Application Server 5300 Release 2.0 using the provisioning client guide at the link shown. Now let's get started. We've just logged into the provisioning client. The first thing we need to do is go to the hotline service portlet. And to get there, we click on Services, Call Origination, Hotline. This opens our hotline service portlet. The first thing we'll need to do is enter a name for our profile. In this case, I'm going to call it Kevin's Hotline. The next option is Protected Hotline, and when we select this, it tells the system to apply the highest available precedence to that call. The next thing is Hotline Type, and in this case, we're just going to use origination only, and other options would be termination only or both. And the hotline indicator is voice, and the other option is data, but we're just going to use voice for this time. And we'll click on Save. And we get a message back from the system indicating that the profile was saved successfully, and we can scroll down and see it in the list here. Kevin Hotline. The next thing we need to do is assign this hotline to a domain. So we'll click on the Assign and Remove. And we're going to apply this profile to the DS2 Auto SIP 1 domain. So we click on Domain and click on Copy. Moves it over to our selected domains, and then we click on Save. And we get a message back from the system indicating that the domain list was saved successfully. The next thing we need to do is, since we're going to be applying this hotline to an individual user, we need to go into the user's data and make sure that they have access to the hotline. So we'll go under Search, User Search. I will search for everyone. We'll select the 1037 user, and we'll go under the Services tab, scroll down to Hotline, select the hotline checkbox, and select Save. And we get a message back from the system indicating that the user service was assigned successful. And now the user has the rights to have hotlines assigned to their profile. So now we'll need to go back to the hotline portlet. We click on Services, Call Origination, Hotline. And now we want to assign the user data to our profile. So we'll click on User Data tab, and we're going to use the 1037 user that we just added the services to. So I'll just type in their SIP address here. Click on the Show, and we can see that this there's no user profile selected. So we'll just go down here and select the Kevin Hotline profile. Click on Save, and we get a message back that the system profile was saved successfully, and we can see it here in the list. The next thing we need to do is add in the calling URL. So this will be the hotline destination. So when the user selects the hotline, they'll get this ring number. And in this case, I'm just going to use the SIP 1038 user. So I'll just type in the URL here. And then the key label, we'll just type in hotline and click on Save, and we get a message back from the system that our data was saved successfully. And that concludes our configuration portion of the hotline. Now the next thing that we'll need to do is remove all of our settings from the system. And the first thing we need to do is we need to remove the data from the profile. So we just if we'd just come into this page, we would type in the user, view, and then we would just click on the delete. So delete the user data. And since this is a service affecting, we'd have to enter in the admin password and confirm. And we get a message that the data was deleted successfully. The next thing we need to delete or remove the user profile, and to do that we just click on delete. Once again, service affecting, so we'll have to enter in the admin password and confirm. And the system gives us a message that the profile was unassigned successfully. And the next thing we'll need to do is remove the profile from the system. So click on the System Profile tab. We can't delete the profile because it's already assigned to a domain, so the first thing we'll need to do is remove the domain. So we click on Assign Remove. And we highlight the domain we want to remove. And in this case, click on Remove. And then click on Save. And we get a message back from the system indicating that our save was successful. And the last thing we need to do is delete our profile. Just click on Delete. And since it's service affecting, we'll have to enter in the admin password and click Confirm. And we get a message that the system profile was deleted successfully. And that concludes our demo for today. Thank you for your time today. We welcome comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. For more details or related information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.